Good morning, YouTube. It is Monday, August, I said that really weird. Monday, August 7th. It's like 6:10, or I'm sleepy. It's like 7:10 in the morning. I just got here. I need to go make some copies and just mentally prepare myself for the day, sip on my coffee. I will try to check back in when I can, hopefully during specials. So here's to a good day. Also, this is my favorite part of my day. I got this boot my nose calendar, I don't know, in January obviously, I guess. And I love it every day. It's a new animal. Usually it's a dog. Sometimes it's like a giraffe or something, and you can just boot their nose. I think I'm missing my dog a little bit. Hello guys. So it is actually 5:30 in the afternoon. And I'm just finally getting a little bit of a breather. I'm just chewing on my snack. Today was a pretty good day. Granted, it is the third day of school, so we'll see. They got a little bit rowdier towards the end, which, you know, I've noticed with most groups of kids, so no big deal there. We'll get it figured out. A lot of change, like different times to go, different places like lunch or recess, or even dismissals change just a little bit. So just all the little different changes is kind of throwing them off a little bit, but we'll get it. We'll get used to it. I have great news. My car is ready, so I won't have to stay until 6:37 every night, which honestly has been a little bit of a blessing because I get so much done. And when I have my car, I won't necessarily feel like I should stay, and that's gonna kind of suck because, like I said, I get so much done. But I've just been sitting on this pretzel. I haven't even ate it yet. But I'm so excited to go get it tomorrow, and I just feel so bad for my fiance, but he's been such a trooper. So I'm really glad to get it back tomorrow. We actually have benchmark testing tomorrow, so probably not a whole lot of exciting things happening. We're still getting used to our morning routine and morning meeting, which I'm doing a really awesome job in the mornings. Then we'll do benchmark, lunch and recess, and then when we come back it will be reading time. We're going to read our weekly story, do some grammar, and then it'll be math time. We're going to do a pre-test, which I know is a lot of testing, but it is what it is. We'll do a pre-test. This week we're doing homework together, just so they can understand like the expectation and what it looks like, and because they're not quite used to doing like Google Form stuff and things on Google Classroom. I know they had Google Classroom, but it wasn't used the way that we kind of use it, I guess. So we'll do our homework, then we do reflex, we'll go to specials, and then when we come back we're going to do our All About Me bags. That's a new project I did this year, and 5 students presented today. We'll do 5 every day. Friday will be about 4, but then we'll do a little bit of a writing piece with it on Friday. So I need to go print some things off. I hate that we don't have whiteboards, like, I shouldn't say whiteboards, like pro boards, Promethean boards. We have a giant projector, this big honking thing, and I can never be creative when making my anchor charts. Like, you guys can tape your anchor chart paper up to the board and trace over it. Yeah, I don't quite get that luxury, but I'm trying to figure out, because there is a little bit of space right here where I could hang it up really super high and tape it. But the thing is, when I was going to pull the whole screen up, it just decided it wanted to hang down all the way, and I cannot get it to go up. So I don't know, I might just go print off copies and just trace over it, but we'll see. That's just something I wish that we had differently. Is not these giant projectors and not these big white screens, but it is what it is. Okay, good news. I may have figured it out. I googled how to get that. That's so embarrassing. I googled how to get that up, my projector screen, and I was just doing it wrong. So go figure. But I'm hoping this is gonna work out. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, this looks like a kindergartner colored this and traced it, but so far so good. Okay, so this is how it turned out. I completely messed up this part, but it's fine. Actually, not too shabby. I mean, it's, it looks like a kindergartner traced it and colored it, but kids won't care. They'll still think it's really, really cool. So tomorrow we will start story elements for the week. Also, I'm not sure if I've mentioned this yet, but if not, here it is. So my need to know procedures, instead of just giving him a checkbox, I'm like filling it in based on how well we've mastered it. I need to go through and update a little bit. I don't know, it's just kind of a little visual for me. They don't quite understand that's why it's working that way, but at least I do, so that way I can see, okay, we need to practice transitions more. But like I said, I still need to go through and update it, but that's kind of what I do. Okay, when I do a mini lesson, I tend to do like a video, because I just feel like that hooks my students a little bit more. So I'll probably do some sort of little video or a PowerPoint, and then I really like to do whole brain teaching, like quick mini lessons with movements, and my kids the past 2 years have loved it, so I'm really hoping that these kids do. But what I do is I just like think of course, the objective, like what do I need my students to get out of the lesson? And the first question I'm going to ask is, what is story elements? And then we're going to go through, and I like to write down each word that I know is going to have a movement. So readers has its own movement, follow, understand, character, setting, plot, theme. Now I create my own hand movements. I think whole brain teaching has their own, but I kind of get funky and I create my own. So basically the students will just repeat what I say with the movement. We'll do mirrors on, mirrors off, and that's just how the lesson goes. It's very quick, and like I said, the kids usually love it, so I'm really looking forward, really hope that this group does too. So plus it's just a very hands-on way, I guess you could say, of learning the skill, just an introduction to it, and then we'll do our anchor chart together. I'm gonna play a Pixar short, and then we're gonna talk about like who the characters were, what the setting was, the plot, and the theme. We'll do all that afterwards. So, and then we'll get into our weekly story, which is in this book right here, Reading Street. It is when Charlie McButton lost power, I think it is. I don't know, it's been forever. Of course, a year since I read it, but just wanted to show you how I kind of introduce a lesson. And like I said, I usually play a video or some sort of PowerPoint really quick, just to kind of get their juices flowing in their brain, and then we go into this. So just to give an update, It is almost 7:20 at night. I've been here since 7:20 a.m. Fiance said that he was gonna try to leave, I called him at like 6:50 and he said he was gonna try to leave within 30 minutes. And it's an hour and a half drive to get here. So it's looking like I might leave around 9 o'clock tonight. Oh goodness, I cannot wait to get my car back, but you know, I'm so thankful that he's been able to take me, but these late nights kind of are tough, but I get a lot done, so I can't complain too much, but I'm tired. And when I am done here, I just want to leave, but I can't. But I get my car back tomorrow, so I'm excited. Good morning. Today is Tuesday. I always cover up the microphone. And it is like 7:45. I just got here, so I'm a little late, but it's fine. My main job today is to put their Chromebooks on their desks, and usually they take them home every night, but our technology department, we kind of ran out of chargers, so our tech department had us keep them so that way we could charge them at school, at least just for this week, because we're doing benchmark testing this week. So they're gonna stay here. I'm gonna put them on their desks because they do need them for our daily check-in. I honestly don't know what else I have to do. I was here until 9 o'clock last night, so there's really nothing I have to like print or prep or anything, so that's great. But I get my car back today and I am pumped and excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these on their desks and I'll check back in with you later. Good morning. Today is Wednesday. I do need to change that. This reminded me. We have early release on Wednesday, so our kids leave an hour earlier, and then we do like PLCs or PDs for that hour. I'm trying to think, yesterday was a pretty good day. Just working on the kids not talking so much and how to not be so chatty. I know they're still really excited to be with their friends, but I gotta cut that out. So I'm gonna have to figure out what to do there. A whole bunch of like awesomeness planned. We're starting to get into the routine of like academics, so we'll see how that goes today. Yesterday we didn't get to our weekly story, but today we will. And right now just the hardest part is just them getting logged into the Chromebooks, because last year they had Chromebooks but they didn't have passwords. They just had to hold up the QR code, and this year we're just getting them to type it, and it's really difficult. So at least in the beginning, the first few weeks, but they get used to it. So we get logged into our Chromebooks. I have a kiddo who did not finish benchmark testing, so we'll get them finished today. Excited. Usually Wednesdays go pretty fast, so we shall see. Hopefully I can check back in through the day, but the past couple days it's just been kind of chaotic at specials time. So, and plus it's at the end of the day, so we'll see. I'm looking forward to a great day. Also, I made this anchor chart because today we're going to start place value. We did our pre-test yesterday. Today we're going to do place value. I got this anchor chart like pack from, oh goodness, I'm pretty sure it's Amy Grosbeck. And like I said earlier on I think Monday's vlog, I don't have the luxury of taping and tracing, and even though that looks great, or you know, semi-great, I didn't feel like tracing today, so I just took a picture of it and I just copied it the best I could. The kids are gonna get a paper copy of this and we're gonna take notes together. I'm gonna wheel it over to our sit spot area and we'll go through that together. We're gonna write the vocab words and what they mean, and then practice where it says the digits and the digit that is in the tens place, that stuff. So we'll take notes, we'll practice that today. And that's basically it for math. We'll get on to reflex towards the end, and which is really weird. This group really loves reflex, and I've not yet had a group who actually loved it, so that's great. Also, look at my cup that I got. I love it. All right, guys, it is specials. It's about 1 o'clock, actually like 1:15. Today's been a pretty good day. Wednesdays are usually pretty good. We just did our math anchor chart and they took notes. Like the paper is identical to what I did, and It went pretty well. We also did some practice to apply that knowledge. They're kind of a complaining group, like, ugh, do we have to do this? I'm like, guys, we're in school, like, you're going to learn things. So I don't know. I told them that if we complain, we do double the work. So I kind of got them to stop. But we'll see. I don't know how this ended up here. Who knows? But something we did today is I introduced them. We do reading counts, like AR. And they loved it and they didn't want to stop, and I'm like, in my teacher heart, that makes me so happy because they want to keep reading and they want to keep earning more points, and I want them to keep that love. But at the moment we couldn't do that, so I was like, we have to stop or we're gonna be late to lunch. We have to stop, we're gonna be late to PE, like whatever it was. And it's such a bummer to see them so sad to not be able to read, but we'll have more time. When we come back from specials, we'll only have like 20 minutes. And we're gonna do their all about me bags, get some people up here to talk, and then be the end of the day. So Wednesdays we release at 2. Normal days is 3, but today is 2. It's been a pretty good day. Like I said, I go around and collect their notes and try to hold on to those. I would have them keep them in the catch-up folder, which is something I meant for them to do, but a lot of them didn't bring in a folder, so we're gonna have to try to track down some folders. Good morning. Today is Thursday. I am so bad at dates. Thursday, August, I think the 10th. It is currently 6:42. I had to get up a little bit earlier today because I have to go in and plug in 12 more Chromebooks before we start testing, which is at 8:30. And my kids need their Chromebooks for morning check-in, so I have to make sure that those are pretty good to go. They don't have to be 100%, but definitely can't be at 20%. So I'm gonna go get those plugged in and just get my daily slides ready. And I don't think I have to print anything, but just go get those things prepared. So I am so happy to have my car back. I don't have to bother my fiance, and we just have our normal morning routine. I jam to my music, so I'm really happy. I have my coffee and I'm ready to go. Today's cup says fall, y'all. I have a slight obsession with Ray Dunn. I don't know if I've shared this yet, but I have an entire like section in my kitchen cabinets that are just Ray Dunn mugs. I should specify it's really just Ray Dunn mugs. I don't really have an obsession with everything else, but anything that's Ray Dunn mug, especially like seasonal themed, I love. I think I have at least one for every season now. So, I mean, it was 66 degrees today, so fall, y'all, felt right. It looks like I just woke up. I mean, look at my hair. I don't even know. I'll figure it out. I could never figure out how to do this, but so every morning what I like to do is I come straight to my computer. I get all my slides pulled up. It just makes me feel more organized, and then I just kind of look around and see what I need to fix. Like right now I'm seeing I need to fix my schedule, like our times are a little different. I think I'm going to move my place value area right there. Sorry, I can't get my finger to over on top, like where those drawers are, not the drawers, the cabinets are, because I kind of need that space for our anchor chart that we made yesterday. And I plugged in all my Chromebooks. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plugged in. Only for about 35 more minutes though, so not too much longer. Good morning. Today is Friday, August 11th. Just got here. It's like 7:20, and pardon if the video quality is not good. It is I'm recording on Snapchat because I have no phone storage. So here we are. I'm so happy it's Friday. I'm tired, and it's the weekend, of course, and I get to watch a new episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty, which I'm really excited about. I don't know if it's just me, but like when I log in, it says new episodes every Thursday, but I can't actually watch until Friday. I don't know, it's strange, but I'm looking forward to a really awesome day. We do have some quizzes today, so I expect them to be a little bit rowdy. Hopefully not as bad as yesterday. So hopefully they got that out of their system. We start each day new, fresh. I just had to go around and plug in Chromebooks. So sorry, they will be taking those home today, thank goodness. So I don't have to worry about charging them anymore. And I'm super excited that will be taken care of. So I'm just gonna go around. I'm gonna do desk fairy. People who have a clean desk, I'll give them a little treat and just get prepared for the day. Hello, good evening. It's like 6 o'clock, it's Saturday. So I am clearly at home and I didn't get a chance to kind of talk about yesterday or in the vlog. I'm getting a little bit better at it, so just bear with me. We had like little quizzes to do, so we had to do like our weekly reading test and our grammar test, but it was our first one, so we did it together. It was not just like, here you go. That's not how it went. We did it together. We kind of discussed like expectations, and I really told them like, next week, this is all on you. So, you know, if you have questions, please let me know now. And they were troopers. I mean, they've been troopers all week because just all the testing, all the benchmark testing, it's a lot on little mind. Still second graders. They've only been in third grade for 7 days. I don't even know, 7. But anyway, like, it's a lot on their little brains. Some of them are still in summer mode and they did the best that they could. We were a little bit rowdy yesterday, but like I said, I'm pretty sure it's expected because just all the testing, and I have to be really quiet for 2 hours, and it's hard, it really is, but we powered through it, we really did. I stayed pretty late last night until about 5:30. I didn't want to, I just got so focused into certain things. Like I was doing my newsletter, and then like I started my lesson plans and all that stuff, but I'm planned for Monday, which is great. I just don't have like materials printed off, which is fine. I had checked the time and it was like 4:45, and I was like, oh crap, this is really late. I usually, like, especially on Fridays, I like to leave like right at 3:30. That's our contract time, but 4 at the latest, because that's when my fiance gets off work, and where we live is like right in the middle, so we would get home at the same time. But yeah, I did not leave my work until 5:30, so he was calling me. He's like, where are you? And I said, honestly, I lost track of time. I had to move desks because we just can't quite handle being in groups and facing each other, and I've quickly learned who's friends and who probably should not be by one another. So I went through and moved some desks, and everybody for the most part is facing forward, because that's also something that we were struggling with, is looking forward. Also, something I've noticed with this group really bad right now is they cannot stay in their seat. They really struggle. They just get up and walk around, and I'm like, what are we doing right now? So if you have any tips for that, please let me know. Like, honestly, I have thought of doing like a seat stamina chart. That sounds incredibly insane probably, but how long can we stay in our seat without getting fidgety and moving? And then when we get to our goal is when I can introduce flexible seating. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So many like kids that just get up, and I don't know if they're just like their little legs are still in summer mode. They can just get up and, you know, go wherever, but it's driving me crazy a little bit. I will say, like, it always happens at the beginning of the year. It's just like a habit. I understand, but I don't know. I feel like this group is a little bit, there's more of them that do it, not just a couple. It's like 5. It's a handful. I call out their name. I'm like, hey bud, what are you doing? And they just kind of look at me. I think they understand that they're not supposed to, but I don't know, poor kids. I eventually will get into them like structure and the routine, which is definitely going to happen this week. Last week, we couldn't really get into a schedule, like a routine, because of all the testing. We were on testing schedules, and I really think this week it's going to be a lot better. It was a struggle to get through a lot of things because, like I said, we had testing in the morning, and all of our academics were pushed to the end of the day, like right after lunch and recess. I mean, let's face it, like, are they really gonna want to sit through 2 hours? They've not been able to talk for 2 hours, and they go to lunch and recess, and then 2 hours of just math and reading and this and that. Like, it's a lot, and I feel for them, but like I said, they powered through it. And next week, of course, that won't happen. We're not on a testing schedule, we're on our normal schedule. I think the hardest part would be for them to get used to the routine, especially my kiddos who are like pull-out services. There's a lot of times during the day that they're going to be pulled out, or whatever it is, and just them getting used to all the different times. I have a schedule put up, but that doesn't always help. I mean, it helps for the most part, but I'm thinking of making a more detailed schedule. Right now I just kind of have like the basics, like reading is at this time, math is at this time, but within those times there's of course other little parts of time. I hope that makes sense. But also these kids, like after probably a month, maybe not even that, they'll start to realize, like, they get used to the routine and the schedule before, I'd say, about a month. We did dojo store, which I unfortunately did not get to every single kiddo because we had a fire drill, but that's okay. It's okay. I told them that we would try to get to it on Monday, and if we don't, then we don't. It's fine. They'll technically just be able to save their dojos until next week, so honestly, they're winning. I didn't get to do my reading raffle, but it's fine. They got to take their Chromebooks home, which, thank goodness. That was about to drive me crazy. Trying to remember to plug in 24 Chromebooks, like, that's hard. But I had a friend who forgot his, and we talked about those expectations, like every single morning those need to be complete, pretty much completely charged best you can, and ready to go, because we do a lot on our Chromebooks. We do a lot of typing, just a lot, especially in Google Classroom. So if we don't have that, we don't have our homework every night, like, there's gonna be consequences. So, and he forgot his, and he was one who would repeatedly ask every single day, when are we taking our Chromebooks home? I did give them a heads up that their seats would be different, so it shouldn't be too much of a shock, because I really hate Friday their desks are one way, and then they walk in Monday morning, it's like, bam, find your new spot. I hate doing that, but it was just kind of how it happened. And I told them, I said, when you come in on Monday, everybody's desk will be in a new spot, a new setup. So when you come in, just look for your desk. And they all understood. So we'll just see how it goes on Monday. What I could get prepared for Monday, I did. I sent out my newsletter. All I really need to do is just my Google Slides that I always like to share every morning, and on Monday morning I'll just need to print all my material, so shouldn't be that bad. About to see my mom and my dad. They're about to come over. I live about an hour and a half away from them right now. My niece shows pigs up at the state fair, and she showed last weekend. That's where we were last weekend. We were there all day. I love the state fair though, so I can't complain. But we chose not to go this weekend. My fiance's golfing, and I'm just here. I've just been cleaning and getting things ready. But yeah, they're about to come by. They're gonna stay the night tonight. I'm not sure if she has to go back tomorrow. Last week she did phenomenal. She placed, I think, second overall. So she had to go back on Sunday to do like a grand drive or something. I don't even know. I'm not familiar with all these terms, but today I think my mom just texted and said she got third, which is great. I don't know if that means she has to go back tomorrow or not, so we shall see. But they're gonna see tonight regardless, just kind of hang out. I think I'm gonna end the vlog here for this week. Please let me know in the comments if you prefer like a weekly vlog, a daily vlog, or kind of just any preference, because I enjoy doing weekly vlogs. I think it's kind of fun, but I also don't like to just sit here and talk the whole time. I would like to do more of like show you what's happening. Of course, I can't like necessarily record myself in the classroom, you know, because of privacy, but I would love to, just any suggestions just to make my videos more appealing and things that you guys would like to see, please feel free to let me know. And just thank you guys for being here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you have a great week until I see you again.